It's just people are not, they're not willing to compromise, and compromise, which some people may say is a bad word, that's a euphemism for democracy. That's exactly what democracy is. We all come together, and nobody gets a whole loaf, but nobody gets squeezed out either.
Is there some disaster, do you think, that it's going to take to be the tripwire on
Well, yeah, economic disasters tend not to be an overnight thing. There's always something. The damage to this country through our immigration policy will last for decades. The damage to a generation that can't find jobs will go on for many, many years. It all sort of, there's no one event, and there's not everybody gets hurt, but we are really making ourselves have less of a future than we could have.
You read the poverty numbers earlier this week, the highest levels in 52 years.
Yeah, I don't know.
As you say, generationally, those people that find themselves at those economic levels are not instantaneously going to be better off.
No, and you have a lot of kids graduating college, can't find jobs. That's what happened in Cairo. That's what happened in Madrid. You don't want those kinds of riots here. But it is people that aren't sharing, and it's tough to there's no overnight solution. So you create these problems over long periods of time, and then all of a sudden everybody says, okay, let's face it today. I think if you look at the president's proposals, at least he's got some ideas on the table, whether you like those or not. And now everybody's got to sit down and say, we're actually going to do something, and you have to do something on both the revenue and the expense side. And I've always thought the only ways to make it palatable is to make everybody share. Everybody should kick in a little more, and everybody should take out a little less. And when you start picking and choosing which groups do and do not, that's when it becomes unfair in a lot of people's minds. Now, nobody wants to be the guy that has to kick in a little bit more or suffer and get a little bit less, but we're all in this together.
That's why